Good morning. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Before we begin this morning, please take a moment to remember the events of September 11th, 2001. Please join me in a moment of silent reflection for those lost on that day and the heroes who responded. Thank you. Here's Charlie with this morning's announcements.
Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, September 11th, and it's a green day. Tomorrow will be a variety day to support the Alzheimer's Walk. The cost is $1. As a reminder, Variety Day attire does not include crop tops, leggings, pajama pants, or jeans with holes in them, and all attire must be school appropriate. Dress down and show your support for this important cause. School photos will be taken next week for the yearbook on September 15th, 16th, and 18th and 19th on Fuller Stage between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. There is no cost to have your photo taken, but prints may be purchased using the form you received in advisory. Seniors, have your photo taken by Mr. Legge for the yearbook, and you can cross that off your list. Juniors and seniors, Post University and Emmanuel College are on campus today for a visit. Please see Naviance or Mrs. Labani for details and to register. Be sure to check in with your teacher before attending. The school likes the fact that students can bring their lunches from the dining hall to the cafe. However, the Lexington staff are not in charge of picking up after students and returning their plates back to the dining hall where they belong. Please help them and help other students by returning your dining hall plates to the proper location if you take them to the cafe. This is a privilege and something that we do not want to lose. Attention seniors, as of 8 a.m. this morning, you were emailed a Google form to vote for your favorite senior t-shirt design. Voting closes tomorrow at 3:10 p.m. Thank you to all who submitted a design. Student government will meet today right after school in Fuller Basement. Please see Mr. Ryan or me with any questions. If you love to hike, swim, or are you new to the area, if your answer was yes, you should sign up for this weekend's outing club trip to Willoughby Lake. See Mr. Holden or Student Life for details. Germany travelers, please meet with Mr. Rowe and Miss Morris briefly after school tomorrow in Morris 104. Those who have not done so must have their deposit into Miss Gary before Friday. Good morning, future woman can-doers. Don't forget to see Mrs. Murphy in Streeter 208 for registration paperwork. There's a lot of announcements today, sorry. Today is a deadline for submitting permission slips for the East-West concert in Burlington on September 26. If you're interested, please submit your signed permission slip and pay $10 by the end of today. Remember, this concert is likely to sell out, so act now to avoid disappointment. Happy birthday today to Sylvia LaPlante, Wyatt Stacy, Juliana Tizzoni Henningsen, Lincoln Berube, Carlos Robinson Jimenez, and Mackenzie Hayden. Happy birthday. Today for sports, we have boys golf at Cedar Knoll at 4. Please release the team at 1. Girls golf at VT National at 4. Please release the team at 1. And varsity and JV field hockey at U32 at 4 and 5:15. Please release the teams at 1:45. Okay, that is it. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, Charlie. Varsity girls soccer team beat Essex 1-0 on Tuesday. The goal was scored by Eiley Stratton and assisted by Olive Agnello. The JV team showed great teamwork and ball movement in their 2-0 win against Essex. Lila Yerke scored first with an assist from Riley Barrett. Cora Adams also scored with an assist from Vivi Huntington. Willoughby Heath had 11 saves in the shutout. Great job, girls soccer. And JV volleyball fell to Essex 2-0 in a hard-fought match yesterday. And now, with a live announcement to tell you a little bit more about tomorrow's Variety Day, please welcome to the stage Una McKinnon and Poppy Shattuck.
Hi, I'm Poppy. And I'm Una. and we're here to talk about the Walk for Alzheimer's Variety Day. In the United States, someone develops Alzheimer's every 65 seconds, and many of us know someone affected by this condition.
The Alzheimer's Association leads efforts to end Alzheimer's and others' dementias through research, risk reduction, early detection, and improving care.
As part of our commitment to this cause, the St. Johnsbury Academy community, including the fall sports teams, traditionally participates in the Northeast Kingdom's Walk to End Alzheimer's. This year's walk will take place on Sunday, September 21st at 9:30 a.m. at the St. Johnsbury Welcome Center.
Tomorrow, we will hold a Variety Day to support and benefit the Alzheimer's Association. Participation costs $1, and any additional contributions are greatly appreciated. All funds raised will go to the St. Johnsbury Academy team's donation.
Please remember the attire guidelines for Variety Days. No pajama pants, leggings, or ripped or holey jeans. All tops must cover the midriff and have appropriate necklines.
If you would like to join the St. Johnsbury Academy team for the walk, please see Ms. McCaffrey in Colby 106.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you, Poppy and Una. We now have a special award presentation, so please join me in welcoming Ms. Hanson to the stage.
Good morning. I'm privileged this morning to announce our National Merit Scholarship semifinalists. I'm going to provide a little background for you on this honor. Over 1.3 million juniors from about 20,000 high schools entered the 2026 National Merit Scholarship Program by taking the 2024 preliminary SAT National Merit Scholarship Qualifying Test, the PSAT, which serves as an initial screening for program entrance. The nationwide pool of semifinalists includes the highest scoring entrants in each state. The number of semifinalists in a state is proportional to the state's percentage of the national total of graduating seniors. Our National Merit Scholarship Competition semifinalists represent the top 1% of test takers nationally. Fewer than 16,000 students of the 1.3 million achieve this distinction. They've not only excelled academically, but have done so while competing against the strongest students here in the state of Vermont. It's my privilege to announce that 6 St. Johnsbury Academy seniors have achieved the distinction of being recognized as National Merit Scholarship semifinalists. I'm going to ask that you hold your applause until each honoree is on the stage, and we'll give them one giant round of applause once they're up here. In alphabetical order, St. Johnsbury Academy's National Merit Scholarship Competition semifinalists are Marcus Burns, Donnelly Johnson, Jay Kraus, Isaac Lenzini, Sophia Montague, and Anya Moriarty. If you could join me on stage. One more. Do you need us to move up front? Come on up. In front of the podium. There you go. To our semifinalists, we would ask that you please meet Mr. Legge out front after chapel for a photo. Again, congratulations. This recognition is quite an honor, and we know it represents just one measure of the way that these students' many talents and contributions are shown here at the Academy. Congratulations again.
So when I spoke to you on Monday, I reiterated, for those of us who are returning, I reiterated the 3 promises that we as a community here at St. Johnsbury Academy issue to you. And today I want to talk just a bit about your being your best self as a learner. And when I think about learning here and maximizing your learning, I oftentimes think to capstone. And when you see capstone presentations, like the adults have around the room and like many of you juniors had the opportunity to see last year, and now you're here as seniors, and you're sitting in seats as you're thinking of your own capstones and working on those projects. It's an opportunity where we see your learning, your passions come together, and hopefully you're diving into something that you absolutely love and are really highly interested in, and maybe will continue to engage with as you move beyond these halls. And while I'll focus on some other capstones, I want to point to two that took place, or three actually that took place last December. And all three of them were in electricity. And they were students who had poured themselves into projects that they were closely connected with. But you may remember now seniors, Casey and Evan and Nick, if you saw their presentations, they each had really very interesting capstone projects that they undertook. They did an excellent job with their research, and they poured themselves into those projects with many, many hours to complete them, and they were outstanding. And what strikes me today is not just that they found something that they were passionate about in the content, but they also understand and are out beyond these halls practicing in the electricity field as electricians. They figured out how they wanted to work and how they enjoyed learning. And that's what I want to encourage you with this morning. And I share this with you because as a high school student myself, I remember that nobody talked about the how. How do you like to work? What are the conditions that you enjoy? What's a fit for you may not be a fit for somebody else. And I hope that you see with the breadth of the programming here at St. Johnsbury Academy that we value so many different pathways as you move off into the world and you continue to pursue what makes you tick. And so here are a few things as you think about the how. They're your learning style or your working style. So again, you want to think about the content that you're learning in your classes, certainly, that's very important. But you want to consider whether you have patience for and excitement to work in certain ways. So, for example, if you enjoy being planted in a seat for a longer period of time, you don't even think about that. That's just part of the work that you do. A desk job for you down the road may not be problematic. If you find yourself feeling really antsy in presentations over 5 or 10 minutes, then you might want to put a finger on the fact that you need to be a little more up and moving in the work that you do, right? Do you enjoy being active? Would you enjoy feeling physical exhaustion at the end of the day of work? Or perhaps you want that mental exhaustion at the end of the day, and that is something that is satisfying to you. Do you need a job that provides, down the road, do you need a job that provides satisfaction? Are you someone who thinks my work needs to satisfy me and needs to make me feel like I've accomplished something very meaningful? And I think many of us say yes to that, but there are some of us who think I can go to work during the day, or I can work and do something that maybe I don't love. But if I fill my bank account and I'm satisfied there, it allows me to do the things that make me satisfied and excited. So think a little bit about that. And when I say this, again, you're at a point in your lives where you have the opportunity, and I encourage each of you, sophomore through seniors right now, think about these things. The next thing I encourage you to think about is as you imagine yourself in a field down the road, where are the jobs? So if you're somebody who says, yes, I love getting out on the mountain on weekends, I want to ski, I want to get up to Burke or Jay or wherever it is, if that's you and you're looking at the aerospace industry, you might find that your options are a little narrow for skiing or snowboarding or whatever it is that you might like to do. In the wintertime, you might find yourself in Florida or California or Alabama. Be reflective and consider your experiences. Again, whether you're in class or on a job site or in an internship, what do you find rewarding as you work this and next semester? Ask yourself these questions. Think about these things. They're going to help you find success as a learner here, and more importantly, it's going to help shape a rich and rewarding future for you. Have a great day. Faculty. Seniors. Good job. Good job today.